What is up, guys? What is up? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another the Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I am joined by always Louis Beans.
Oh yeah!
And today is all about the Royal Rumble.
30 men in the ring throwing each other out just for the championship belts. Oh yeah!
He never won one.
You know, how sad is that? That makes me upset.
He never won one. He never won one. Hacksaw Jim Duggan won one.
The Macho King never won a Royal Rumble?
Oh. Hacksaw Jim Duggan won a Royal Rumble.
Well, listen, he was crazy and half stupid. So back in the day, that's all you needed.
That is true.
Remember the Mentor. Remember Mentor.
Yes. So Royal Rumble is about a weekend away. It's next Sunday on pay-per-view, WWE Network. I don't even think it's called pay-per-view anymore. It's on the network.
Do they have those?
They still actually sell the pay-per-view, yes.
Okay.
Because not everyone gets the network.
Mm-hmm.
And some people prefer to pay almost $100 for a pay-per-view.
Get the fuck. Wow.
You'd be surprised how cheap some... I always say shit, and this is the thing: the worst, like the most judgmental, some of the best and worst fans are wrestling fans, Star Wars fans, and comic book fans.
Okay.
Because they love and hate the things so much. There's more. I feel that even there's more hatred that comes out the more like things that they love.
Okay.
Like, why could it be like this? Why can't you just accept what it is?
True enough.
But going into the Royal Rumble is probably one of the marquee pay-per-views of WWE. It's one of the big four.
Mm-hmm.
It was the second, I think.
As in what?
Be wrong. As in their second marquee pay-per-view after Mania.
Is it one of the oldest? I mean, after so WrestleMania is the oldest, right?
Yeah, I think is this or Survivor Series.
Okay. All right. When did Survivor Series start? Was that
88, 87?
Okay. All right. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the Royal Rumble number what? Number 30 something? 34? Well, it's on par with it can't be that. So it can't be really the same as WrestleMania. So it didn't start the same time. So it would be like 30?
Yeah, I think it'll be in the 30s. I think it's going. Shit. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. So Royal Rumble, I think it's the third, because I think Survivor Series was before Royal Rumble.
All right.
But yeah, so it's one of those marquees. Is like for the road to WrestleMania. They made it a big thing because, and I remember the first WrestleMania there was a 60-man battle royal, and I think they kept it from there.
Okay. So wait, damn, they had 60 winners. Ooh.
Yeah, it was I think WrestleMania 2. So I think it came after WrestleMania 2.
All right. So everybody's getting a history lesson now. So now we know the origins of, the Royal Rumble and by proxy Survivor Series. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tell you right now. Survivor Series older. Royal Rumble started in 89.
Okay. All right.
So the first Royal Rumble was leading towards WrestleMania 5.
29 Royal Rumbles right now since it's 2018.
Yes.
It started in 89. So
yeah. 89.
29. That's still a lot. That's older than a lot of people.
Yes.
29 years of Rumbles.
I've watched every single one of them as I'm looking at the date when it started, and I remember watching every single one of them. I watched that first one, and it was pretty terrible.
So since do you remember who the first winner was?
That was the one that Hacksaw Jim Duggan won.
That's the one that Hacksaw won?
Yeah.
Holy crap. All right. Give him one. And that's
I don't
what were the stipulations for? Okay. Did they clarify everything? Because I'm sure rules have changed.
You know what? I think at that time it was just a match and you won the match, and there was no title defense, title picture, or anything like that, because
Yeah.
that WrestleMania was still Savage versus Hogan.
Because I'm saying I don't remember Hacksaw being in the damn main event scene.
Yeah.
So all right.
And
But
then
he was. Hold on. Hacksaw has a few under his belt. Wasn't he like one of the first King of the Rings too?
no.
Like, wasn't he like number 2 or something? Like Macho. Like,
Nah, he never won a King of the Ring.
okay. I know he won one of the other like big tournament style things though. It was kind of ridiculous because at some point, yeah, Hacksaw is just an enigma. Anyway, let's just.
So we could give you a little history, a little like records and shit like that. So the person that won the most Royal Rumbles is probably one of my favorite person in the Royal Rumble, because what I was telling you before the podcast is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think he probably had the most fun in the Royal Rumble because his character is such an asshole that I think it really related to what a Royal Rumble is every man for himself, and he's like he's always to himself kind of shit.
Yeah.
So he's the one that he has the most wins.
Okay.
He won the event 3 times.
Oh wow. There's nobody else like tied? There's nobody tied in all this time?
Randy Orton, HBK, Cena, and Rock won it twice.
Wow. All right. That's very varied. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the first 2 Royal Rumbles didn't really go into any title match or anything like that. The first one that did it was WrestleMania, Royal Rumble 1990 and Royal Rumble 1991.
Gotcha. All right.
Which was Hulk Hogan that won them too.
Okay.
But those are the only 2 that actually went to a title defense. Yeah.
All right. Wait, I just want to clue you in on something. I did a little research. Apparently, Hacksaw beat King Haku.
Yeah. I was just looking at the same thing.
He became King Hacksaw.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So I think that was
Macho King. So
I think that was probably the origin of King of the Ring a bit, and that's probably why you think he won the King of the Ring.
Because they actually did. Because I remember seeing him walking around with a crown on and a cape, and nothing else on but wrestling tights. So okay, that's when it happened. It happened in May of '89. All right, but we got Macho King, so that's good.
Yeah. And then Hogan won the first. Hogan won 2 after that. I think the first one was for WrestleMania 5, and that's when he fought. That's when he fought Macho Man, and I think he won this other one when he fought. Well, no, he was champion when he fought Ultimate Warrior. So
okay, gotcha. Okay.
The first one that actually was for a world title, which was Ric Flair's one. Ric Flair won the fourth one, the 5th one.
And he wasn't there for that long either, right?
No, he wasn't. But he was in that Royal Rumble match, and that was the first Royal Rumble match to be for the WWF title.
Okay.
So that's when he won the title, and that's led into him and Macho Man.
You said, right? That's the 4th Rumble?
5th one. 5th
Rumble. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And that's when they actually started it. After that, they started as a WWE title shot.
Gotcha. Understood.
There was guaranteed a WWE title shot. Like, I think that was after that, because I think when Hogan won it, he fought Slaughter.
Oh, so wait, that was when Slaughter was bad, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he was heel. And he beat Warrior for the WWE title.
Meaning, that was when he had the Sheik with him.
Yeah.
And waving the what was Saudi flag?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia flag.
Yeah. Okay, man, I remember that time. Whew.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember him being G.I. Joe. Like, how dare you?
How dare you? Oh my goodness! What a time to be alive. I mean, listen, history does kind of repeat itself, doesn't it? Because didn't Muhammad aside showed?
Yeah.
Oh God. Will they ever learn?
Yeah.
I hope Mustafa Ali does not suddenly become a terrorist. Please, WWE.
Mustafa Ali.
Please.
Mustafa Ali.
All right.
He was a waste of time.
No, no, oh no, not him. Mustafa Ali's the guy in 205.
Oh yeah, my fault. I thought
Muhammad
it was Muhammad
Assad was the guy.
Assad.
Yeah, he was the one that got wasted.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
But like, I'm just saying, I hope our boy Mustafa, they don't have any racist plans for him, please.
Yeah. The year after that, it was Yokozuna. The year after that was a tie between Bret Hart and Lex Luger. I think
Really?
that was the first one that two people fell out the ring, and it was a controversial thing. And it was Bret and Luger because they really, honestly, they wanted to push Luger, but they really didn't want to push Luger. And Bret was the better wrestler. Bret was the guy. He was the guy that all fans wanted, and that was against Yokozuna. That's when he took the belt from Yokozuna. That's when we got the amazing match between Owen Hart and Bret Hart as well.
Okay. All right.
The next 2 years, we got HBK. He fought Diesel, and then he fought Bret Hart in the Iron Man match.
And that was what, two?
He won 2 in a row. He won 2 in a row.
Oh wow. Okay.
The first one he won, he fought Diesel for the WWE title. That's when he came out with, I think he came out with Jenny McCarthy, and then Diesel came out with Pamela Anderson. What? It was some shit like that. Yeah. Diesel's title run is always forgotten. His title run is terrible.
I'm sure it wasn't that eventful.
It wasn't good at all. It wasn't. He fought King Mabel.
Oh, gee, yeah. No, thank you.
The only matches he had that were like that high prestige, I say, was if he did fight Scott Hall, if he fought the Undertaker. The Undertaker always took the best out of Kevin Nash.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So Shawn Michaels won it twice. That's when Shawn Michaels beat Bret for the Iron Man match the second time.
So wait, is there a statistic for who? Because they mentioned it, in the Royal Rumbles I was watching, which was the more recent ones. They said that there's a statistic for people who win the Royal Rumble but lose the match, the title match. Yeah.
The percentage, actually, who lost the title match? Well, Shawn Michaels went 1-1 because Shawn Michaels lost the first title match, and he won the second title match.
Okay, so he's one of those people. Okay.
Austin never got a title match because it was some weird bullshit with him when he first won it. It was kind of weird bullshit and stuff like that. And then Psycho Sid and Taker fought for the WWE title at WrestleMania 13, and Austin fought Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13, which I think was better in a way.
That was the match with the blood?
Yeah, that was the one that established Austin to be the big character.
Yeah.
So I think it was for the better he didn't go for the title that year.
The
year after that was Miss McMahon. The one after that is The Rock.
Which Rock? Do you remember what time period?
It was 2000, so I'll say when he started becoming a babyface.
Oh, okay.
And I think he fought Austin. That was the second fight.
Okay.
Yeah. What else we got? Rock. Then Austin won it again, and that's when he went against The Rock. He went against The Rock one more time, and that's when he went heel. Triple H had that big comeback, and that was his year. The next year after that, Brock Lesnar.
2002?
2002, yeah. That's when he tore his quad and came back.
And he came back. Yeah, I remember when he came back.
Yeah,
that was a big deal.
Brock Lesnar won it after that. He fought Kurt Angle and almost broke his neck.
I remember that match.
The one that will be blanked in WWE history books, Chris Benoit. He fought Triple H and HBK at WrestleMania 20 in Madison Square Garden. I was there for that.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I saw Eddie Guerrero win the belt. I saw him in the belt.
Nice.
Batista was the year after. I think he fought Triple H. Rey Mysterio won the year after, which he fought Orton and Kurt Angle and won the world title.
Oh really? Okay.
You got Undertaker after that.
So wait, all this time, that's the first one Undertaker won?
Yeah.
Wow.
Undertaker, John Cena, Randy Orton, Edge, Alberto Del Rio, which was a 40-man Royal Rumble match.
Really?
Yes, because that's when the roster was so huge.
Okay.
Sheamus.
What year was that? When it was
40? That was 2011.
Wow. Okay.
That was in Boston. Sheamus the year after that. You have the John Cena. After him, that's when it was Rock versus Cena. It was Rock versus Cena 2.
Okay.
For the WWE title. Because Rock fought CM Punk for the WWE title in that event.
Gotcha.
You had Batista again that year, which this was the year that Roman Reigns should have won it and would have had the whole momentum after him.
All right.
So this is the one that I say Roman Reigns should have won, just the fact that he had the crowd behind him, and Batista won and people booed him.
All right. Now, question: is this the time period when before the Shield broke up the first time, or was it after?
It was Shield was still together.
See, okay. Now I recently listened to the Edge and Christian podcast with Batista.
Yeah.
And he specifically mentioned like that he didn't like that when they broke them up.
Yeah.
And I guess what you're talking about probably really would have helped if they hadn't broken up the Shield. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I think Roman Reigns should have won that because that was also the one that people booed when Daniel Bryan got eliminated and Batista won it.
God, that's what year? 2014.
Yeah.
All right.
This was 14. Yeah. And then Batista won it, so people would have been more accepting to Roman Reigns winning that one.
Okay, I got you.
The year after that, Roman Reigns. That's when he eliminated Big Show with the Rock coming to help him.
That ended terribly.
Ended terribly, but they should have did a better job, and they should have let Roman Reigns go heel after that.
But of the more recent ones, that one is my favorite. Like I haven't gone back and looked at 2008. That's pretty high up there for me because I can't remember the older ones. But like, dude, that's I was talking to you earlier. That's the one where Bray Wyatt was the wall.
Yeah.
And he was the measuring stick, and nobody could get past him.
The next year is Triple H, and it was for Roman Reigns' WWE Championship.
Was that the one where he came in at 30?
Triple H, yeah.
Okay.
And it was and Roman Reigns, I think, was number 1. He was defending his title.
Gotcha.
The year after that was Randy Orton, and we saw the House Show, what that was.
Yeah, boo.
And then this year we actually got a men's and women's Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the wins and losses, you was talking about that male Royal Rumble Winners Championship opportunity. WWE Championship, 9 wins and 7 losses goes to the wins and losers. World Heavyweight Championship, 5-2.
Okay.
So 2 people lost and 5 people won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like almost like less than 500. Like it's 13-9. The winners, 13 winners and 9 losers.
Oh wow! So the odds are in the favor of losing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Hey, you gonna win this, but you gonna lose that match. All right.
Yep. So yeah, the list, that was a little history of the list of winners and losers, stuff like that. They also have the shortest time, which was Santino Marella. The longest. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
The longest time spent in the ring, which was Rey Mysterio. Most victories is Stone Cold Steve Austin, followed by Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, all have 2.
And then they would say the statistic of the most eliminations. Is it Kane now, or is it somebody else now?
Orton, I think Roman Reigns broke Kane's record at 2014.
Okay.
So Kane had it with 11 eliminations, and then Roman Reigns beat it out. But total eliminations, I'll say Kane still has the record.
Yeah, Kane. Okay.
Because even as Isaac Yankem, he did eliminate people.
That's hilarious.
Most Rumble appearances is Kane.
And he's still gonna be in it. No, he's not. Yeah. This is the only one he's not gonna be in the Rumble, right?
Yeah, he's not.
Huh. He's actually in a championship match.
Yeah. Female entrants in the male Royal Rumble: 3, China, Beth Phoenix, and Karma.
Wow.
What else? What are longest commutative time? So full time in a Royal Rumble match is Chris Jericho with 4 hours and 56 seconds.
Yeah, I figure.
4 hours and 56 minutes. Triple
figured
H is right behind him. Triple H is right behind him. Shawn Michaels is right behind him. Kane, Rey Mysterio, and then Stardust.
What? He was only in like. Well, no, he was in like 3.
Yeah, but it's like a full time, like within them.
Yeah, that means he was in them for a long ass time. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So Royal Rumble. So any member seeing we get a little history and into it and all like that. Is there like a few anything that is a highlight of your Royal Rumble, like just the match itself?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the 2015 one, the one we were talking about. You said that's the one Roman Reigns won.
2015 was Reigns. Batista was 2014.
So I saw the 20. No, I think it was 2013. Then was the one I was talking about that had Bray Wyatt win. Not win. He was like as soon as he got in there, it was just nobody was getting past him. No. 2013. Okay, 2013. Here's my moment for 2013. Was when Kofi used the JBL's chair to get back in.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the moment from that one for me.
Kofi has some big highlights of getting back in the ring and how to stay in the ring. He walked handstand all the way back to the stairs. He did the chair one with JBL's chair. He did the New Day. The New Day caught him and then threw him back in.
Oh, 2015 is the year he did the Rosebuds.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Kofi's always a highlight. So yeah, it's definitely 2015 for me. That was the one I was thinking of. That Bray Wyatt was the unstoppable force and was just throwing everybody out. And then they had that really cool moment when the Wyatts came in and they just started fighting each other. Like they looked like they were going to team up on one, and then the way they choreographed their fight was actually really cool because then it just broke down into every man for himself anyway. And then he eliminated both of them. Bray eliminated both of them. And then Sin Cara came and he got thrown.
Sin Cara.
I think it was okay. Can you correct me on that? Was that the smaller one? Because he seemed way like smaller.
It was probably the original one at that time.
Okay. All right. But yeah, that one stands out for me with Bray Wyatt. That was a really cool moment. And the reason I like 2008 was just because Jesus Christ, like that was a who's who of Royal Rumbles, like past the prime.
Yeah,
it wasn't during the prime because if I saw the one that you told me about, what was it, 98 with Austin going crazy, that might be my favorite one because that just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, but
like if I'm gonna like hedge my bets right now from the ones that I've seen and can remember, 2008.
Yeah. So I was explaining this to you before the cast, and then this is one of my biggest memories of Royal Rumble is probably 98's because the way Austin just fucked with everybody going into the Royal Rumble, like he went after every group, every faction, every person. Mm-hmm. There is no person not gonna get his ass whipped by Austin before that Royal Rumble. He ran after everybody. So by the time his number drew, you heard his music, everyone stopped what they're doing. They all like stopped fighting each other and looked at the entranceway and wait for Austin to come out. Austin comes out in a fucking pickup truck, fucking drives straight to the ring and just starts wailing on people. He eliminates like 5 dudes during that whole situation too.
Man,
and also, I say Austin was probably my most fun person in the Royal Rumble because you don't expect what's going to happen with him.
Got you.
And I think he was just the most fun because he really brought a story into that Royal Rumble match.
I mean, let's be realistic. Just looking at the things that he's done in that time period, you definitely never know. He drove a Zamboni to the ring, a milk truck. He drove a beer truck. I mean, Kurt Angle was the milk truck. Yeah. But he drove a beer truck. He drove the big ass skull like pickup.
monster truck.
The monster truck. He backed up a truck to the ring, and then threw Rikishi off the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
like he's done some crazy shit. So yeah.
Austin was one of my highlights, and then I'll say the second one that really stood out to me because I remember watching this at home was Shawn Michaels' second win when he went to fight Brett for the Iron Man match. This was during the time when Michaels got the first injury scare.
Okay.
That he was not going to wrestle again because of his fucking back, and he dropped the IC title.
Yeah. I remember.
But this was that was during this time.
Okay.
So this was his first Royal Rumble, and then they started really having these big vignettes of him training back to be stronger, to be better, to be the showstopper, and things like that. So that's really what you got from that match was how Shawn Michaels became the showstopper in the fucking WrestleMania.
Okay, all right.
So that one was a really good one. Rey Mysterio winning the Royal Rumble, it was more a tribute to Eddie Guerrero, and I thought it was well done, and they made him earn it because he was the number 2.
Yeah, okay, that was
he was number 2 with Shawn Michaels number 1.
Yes.
So that was a really long match, and I think Rey Mysterio earned it, and I was happy when he actually won the world title in WWE. It shows that anyone could actually go for that title. So yes. And then yeah, those are like the big highlights for me. I'll say Ric Flair just because that was the first one for the title.
Okay.
Other than that, like every match always had like their big highlights. Everyone had those big like crazy eliminations. Like I remember fucking Paul London getting like clotheslined the living shit out, and he backflipped out the ring. I
remember that. I did.
One of the worst ones I remember, and I remember this because Jerry the King Lawler played it like 50 times during the whole pay-per-view, was Taka Michinoku.
And what happened?
Taka Michinoku took a mean fucking dive, and he flipped out the ring and landed right on his face, and he got eliminated. He looked like he fucking fucked this shit up.
Yeah.
But Jerry the King Lawler during the whole show kept replaying it. He kept replaying it. He's like, look at this again.
Wow, what a jerk.
That's fucked.
Okay.
I can't help but to laugh.
What a jerk. All right, before we move on from favorite moments, I remember what the 2008 ones were.
Yeah.
Number 1 and 2 were Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
Okay. That is also the Royal Rumble where we had the Shelton Benjamin moment where he ran and like caught 2 wrestlers on the top rope.
Yeah.
And then immediately tried to catch Shawn Michaels and got super kicked out of the ring.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Also, that was the Royal Rumble where the legend spot was Jimmy Snuka, and then right after him, Roddy Piper with the dad gut.
Yeah.
That shit had me dying. And they even played it for the Superfly, the strong head.
Yeah.
He was going around headbutting everybody and they was selling. It was just that whole shit was retarded. And then they had the moment where Roddy came in and they reignited the rivalry.
Yeah.
Like that was there was too many like just what is happening? Then fucking Cactus Jack comes out.
Yeah.
And then just makes a beeline for Triple H. Like, oh shit. Yeah, that was another thing. Triple H can't like there was so many people in that Rumble. CM Punk was there. Like just the fuck. You want to know like after me not watching wrestling during that period, I can't believe I missed that one. Jesus.
Yeah. You want to know one thing that highlights it? I just thought about it just now. Was Road Dogg's death grip to the bottom rope.
Oh snap! Somebody mentioned that.
I think that he used to go on the bottom rope and just death grip the shit out of it. He'll get kicked and everything. Just hold the rope.
It was the King that mentioned that Road Dogg used to just Road Dogg. He would never get eliminated.
Yeah.
Yo shit. Oh my god. Yeah. The Royal Rumble.
It's a fun event. It's a very fun pay-per-view. I really hope this year's is as fun because there's a lot of things to talk about, especially with the 30-man Royal Rumble. I really don't like Battle Royals, but when it comes to the Royal Rumble, it is a thing that is for the WWE title at WrestleMania. It starts that whole WrestleMania countdown and everything like that. So it has so much hype into it. And this year we got our first women's one, and I think the women talent is such a different talent than they were back in the days. And I just wish they treated it more serious in a way.
As a match, you mean?
As a match,
like as an event, they treat it like it's the greatest thing in the world. But as a match, it doesn't seem serious.
Yeah, they're not treating it like if it should have been there already. They're treating it as a gimmick, and that's what really bothers me. It's like these girls earned that shit. It should not be a gimmick. It should be as much as it should be as equal to the guys, and it has as much variables to a person. It has as much excitement for a person to win it as the guys do.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
And yeah, I really hope they really capture that. I really hope their match is good too, because it's over the top as well for the women. And
I'm afraid. I'm afraid, and I'll be honest, because the way the ones that I've watched recently, and the way the matches are set up, and the way the wrestlers wrestle in the matches is a different way because they know how to do it.
Yeah,
you can if you there are what they call, I guess, ring. You call them ring generals, right? But the reason I go back to 2008 is because even when Undertaker and Shawn Michaels aren't fighting each other, because it gets to a point where they aren't, right?
Yeah.
And fucking Hardcore Holly comes in and busts him open. He stomps on HBK's nose. I think he broke it or some shit.
Yeah.
But there's a part where even when those guys are separated, if you look at one side of the ring, you can follow everything that's going on, and it doesn't look like people are just standing around tired, and it's just not. There's a match happening on one side of the ring, and if you look on the other side where the Undertaker is, there's always something happening. Yeah. And that's one thing I credit Undertaker with, was if you could watch him for his entire time in the match. No, he didn't win that one, right?
No.
So if you watch from beginning to the end of his time, you'll be entertained, because he is either fucking somebody up, he is scaring somebody because they hit him from behind, and then he turns around, and then they just pause for a second. Or you get the person who's trying to prove something and will jump him and then end up getting fucked up. Yeah. And it's a constant cycle of people coming in, fighting their rival or trying to prove something with the Undertaker. And it's just a whole thing, and it's just really good. There's a part where he just power bombs the shit out of somebody, and it's like, what? Jeez. And it's like, you're supposed to throw him out. What did you do? But whatever, it's good. I don't know, man. That was really good. That was really good. And I fear for the women's battle royal, because I don't know if they know how to do a battle royal style match where they can make it compelling on all four sides of the ring when it gets full.
I really hope they do, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, because we do have a lot of great women talent. I feel like they're gonna get some from NXT that's gonna help that match. I feel like they're gonna get some legends to actually help that match as well. So I'm hoping it's good. It's a big thing, because it is the first one, and everyone's gonna be looking at it like the first ladder match. Like, look how they fucked that up. So I really hope they don't fuck this up the same way.
Sure enough. But you know what? You know why I'm kind of really hyped for the women's one is because of all the people who have either said their piece on wanting to be in the match. Nobody has really been confirmed of the legends or the mystery entrants.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's been confirmed. So we still don't know who the official legends are.
So that's something we could play with when we do the preview.
Okay.
All right, so you know what? Let's go into it now, so we don't go crazy long. Royal Rumble was a fun pay-per-view to talk about. Like, it's something that there's a lot of memories, a lot of things that you could talk about. Like, look at the difference in me and you're talking about. You're talking about something more current. I'm talking about the past, and how we're talking about it. It gets you wanting to see it again.
Yeah.
Like, I actually gonna go and watch 2008's Royal Rumble now because of.
I recommend you watch that. That's a good one.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna look at these, and you know what? There have always been fun matches. There's always a pay-per-view that I look forward to. They rarely. There's times it disappoints of the winner of the Royal Rumble, but the pay-per-view itself rarely disappoints. They usually have good matches within it. So even if the Royal Rumble is not that good, the title match was probably good. Probably took the show.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. Like, there's the few that the finish was bunk.
Yeah,
it was just bad.
But usually the title matches like that take the goal for it kind of thing.
Okay.
Like last year's was Cena versus AJ Styles.
Yeah.
The year before that it was what was it? Lesnar, Cena, and Rollins.
That was the triple threat.
Yeah.
That
So
one.
yeah,
That was all right. That wasn't bad.
And then you also had the big debuts of fucking AJ Styles.
You're right.
We forgot to mention that. That's probably one of the biggest debuts in a Royal Rumble.
You're right.
And then you have the mystery of who's going to be in it. Jericho surprised many people quite a few times of being in the Royal Rumble. Rob Van Dam popped out of nowhere and being in the Royal Rumble. You always have those mystery guests that come out of nowhere and actually, it's great. It's a fun thing to watch if they don't make it predictable and just have fun doing it. And I think it's going to be great.
I got a question. Do you think HBK is going to be the surprise guy? I have a feeling it might be him.
I don't see HBK putting on a pair of boots ever again.
I don't know, just because his involvement with NXT and stuff, and like, I know he doesn't. He has gone on record and said he does not want to wrestle, but he never went on record as saying that he will not wrestle. If he does wrestle, it would be more of an investment, so he'll want time into it. So he want a storyline. He'll want a whole thing. Yeah. He's kind of like Jericho in that sense. He wants a full storyline. He doesn't just want to do one and done. He wants a story. He wants to get involved. He wants to be really into it, and then have a big pay and to have the end payoff. I'm just gonna say, I think they missed an opportunity by not having a feud with Johnny Gargano with him. I'm just saying.
You know what's funny is the fact that's his biggest fan in NXT. So I could see him getting a big push because HBK is so keen on him. Like, he wants him to be that guy because he is that guy. Honestly, Johnny Gargano is probably one of the best babyfaces.
Yeah, he's probably he's like top 2. Yeah. Let's just be honest.
You know what? He's tied. Like he's tied. I'll say it's a tie between him and Aleister Black right now.
Okay. I would say, like, for who's getting pushed the most, though, I would say it's between him and Adam Cole.
Adam Cole's not a baby.
Getting the opportunities, though. Oh, yeah. Babyface. Sure. No.
Adam Cole is the heel, so is the top baby, top heel. It was Gargano, Black, and Strong are the top heels, top baby faces, and then you have Cole, Cien Almas, and wherever they put as heel.
True enough.
In his group.
Okay.
I could see some NXT debuts as well going into this.
All right.
All right, so let's start this off. So this is the Royal Rumble. This is the match so far on the card. If we do miss matches that they announced this week, then oh well.
Hey guys, quick question.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Welcome
did you guys
to
talk about
Babble.
Raw? Yeah, first time. I came specifically. Did you guys talk about Raw?
Not
already?
Yet. No.
Almost.
Okay. I watched the 90-minute Raw, and I was very entertained. I wanted to make a point about what I saw and what I liked, so I'll wait till you get there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. All right.
All right, Jenkins, you're here. Do you have a favorite Royal Rumble moment?
Hello.
He didn't answer.
People.
The commander. Uh-oh.
Yo, Commander.
Favorite Royal Rumble moment?
I apologize. My iPad is acting unusually strange today. Like, it's series kicking on for no reason. Like, I've been using it the last couple of times we're recording, and all of a sudden now there's, I guess, some kind of short going on with my headset wire that's activating other stuff. But favorite Royal Rumble moment, it's kind of hokey, but I like it, even though I think it pisses people off because you know what's going to happen. I always like when they send out the obligatory big men to clear out most of the junk out of the ring. Those are kind of some of my favorite moments in wrestling. Oh, here are these 5 big guys and just 8 have to get Kane or Big Show out of the ring.
That's great. I love those
4 people.
things.
Yeah, I love those. There's like 2 people on each leg, and it's trying to wrench him over. You know what I mean? It's always funny to me because in a normal match, you get like one clothesline or roll Big Show out over the top rope, but not in the Rumble. In the Rumble, it takes all
gets dense.
Also, hey, Commander, to your point, that's one of the shitty finishes. The one where the recent one where Roman Reigns won, that was the one where he threw Big Show and Kane out of the ring.
Yeah,
and it looks so hokey.
Yeah,
Ugh.
You know what I liked. You know what I'll give credit, and you were talking about the big men all like showing their shit in the ring. Was last year's you actually had all the big men all in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
So you had Baron Corbin, Strowman, Taker, Kane, Big Show all in the ring at the same time, and Big Cass.
Sure enough.
And
man, you just reminded me.
You know what's funny? And you actually look at it again. Yo, Corbin had the upper hand on all of them. Corbin eliminated Strowman. You know what? Corbin was my favorite highlight of last year, just because his goal was to go to Undertaker in his face and punch him in the mouth, and that's exactly what he did. When he first ran into the ring, he grabbed Taker and punched him right in the face, and I was like, yes. But yeah, those are always fun. The big men and all that stuff. We're just gonna do our little sweet preview of Royal Rumble, and then we'll probably give our highlights of Raw, SmackDown, and everything like that.
Okay.
And then also have the results for the first Mixed Match Challenge. If you guys didn't get to see it, it's on Facebook. It is on Facebook. If I could get a copy of it, I'll link it to you so you can check it out. It was actually a good match. It was actually a fun match. Okay. Round one was Sasha Banks and Finn Balor versus Natty and Nakamura.
All right. Okay. All right.
So the first match of Royal Rumble will be the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match: Enzo Amore versus Cedric Alexander.
How do you feel about Cedric? I feel like he's a charisma vacuum.
Yeah.
I don't want him to win. I'd love to see the young man succeed, but nah.
He's not the character they need to take off the belt, and that's sadly that it is true. Like I feel like they trying to put Goldust with him just to give him a mic piece, but it's like he needs work. He does need work on the mic, and he's not that baby face that I will rely on to carry my title.
Why does Goldust love black men? What's up with that?
He likes that dark meat.
but yeah, like what you just said, that's not helping him.
No,
last week's 205 just looked odd when they had that segment in the ring.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is the fact that probably going to be a spoiler at Royal Rumble. I can't really tell you, but at the 205 live event last night, they did their own first house show.
Okay.
And Nia Jax was special referee for Enzo versus Cedric Alexander, and Nia Jax Samoa dropped Cedric Alexander to help Enzo win the match.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Dude. She did it great too.
All right.
So I can see that. I can actually see that happening at the Royal Rumble.
Fingers crossed.
Nice. How do I sign, guys? I'm on my Beats X headphones. That is not an endorsement for Beats.
Unless they give us a paycheck, then it could be an endorsement as much as you want.
There you go. Yeah.
So who you got winning?
Between those two?
Yeah.
Definitely Enzo.
Enzo. I want Cedric to win it just because I want a new champion, but I understand what you're saying, but I want to go with Cedric.
Okay. All right.
All right. You want to put in your say, Jenkins? Or you don't know who the hell?
I agree with Enzo, the way they're pushing him now, and
okay.
Him and the Nia Jax thing. Go on.
All right. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. This could probably be the match of the night. Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah. I have a question. Didn't one of them get in trouble?
Yes, I think they're gonna drop the title.
Yeah, that sucks. But
if they drop the title, I'm fine.
Who has the titles now? It's Shelton and
Usos.
No, Usos had the title, so it's versus Shelton and
Yes.
What's the other guy's name?
Gable.
His full name.
Chad Gable.
Chad.
Okay. It's a funny thing. The kid at my job, whenever they talk about Shelton Benjamin, it's like him and his friends because they're an amazing tag team. Like Shelton Benjamin hasn't dropped a beat, and from what I've seen, so every time Shelton comes on, he goes Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable. It just makes me fucking laugh every time he does it. Yeah, so I could see them having the belts, and that'd be fantastic. But you're right. I think that's match night potential.
Could be.
I'd like to see that.
All right. Here's my 2 cents on it is that I don't The only thing I don't like is that they seem to have been insistent on these two fighting them.
Yeah.
Like they fought them like 4 times already.
Yeah.
And
well,
they kept losing under circumstances. Stop it. I mean, I get that's the reason for the stipulation is to end the feud, but like, damn.
Yeah. But they get good matches, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Not the quality of New Day though. I'm just saying.
Not the quality of New Day, but I think it's gonna have a great match, and I think this will start new rivalries outside of the Usos. So basically, you may see the Rusev Day, Breezango been actually winning matches.
Yeah, I know. That win over Rusev.
I could see the fucking Luke Harper and Rowan going for the belt soon. Yeah, so there's a lot of
developments. Yeah, I see.
There's a lot of tag teams in SmackDown that's ready for that title. So I'm fine with this.
But real life aside, I hope the Usos win. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, me too. Because I feel like Usos they could be the ones to give the torch instead of carry the torch. You know, like let a top tag team really take the belt with a good storyline, and then so they could be.
The Usos are still heels, right? Currently,
they're that fine line because people are starting to like them because their attitudes and their style that people are starting to like them, and after that thing with the New Day made them fucking great. Like everyone started loving them because after the matches with New Day.
They are lawful. What is it? Lawful evil?
Yeah.
Because they're not neutral. No, they're not neutral. Because they do have enemies, so they go after people. So they're not neutral. They're lawful evil.
But they're not full on.
No, they're not full on evil.
Crowd antagonistic heel face. Hello, Cincinnati, you shit town.
Yeah,
no, they're not that.
They're more like they don't really call out for the fans either, though. They don't go.
They do have a catchphrase though that they do call in response, but I don't think the Usos care if the audience says anything.
Yeah,
gotcha.
All right, so we picked our picks.
Usos.
All right, next match, our Raw Tag Team Championship: Seth Rollins, Jason Jordan versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Like we haven't seen this for like 50 times.
I will just say I love Cesaro and Sheamus, but I kind of want to see this wacky pairing go on just because Dean's not going to be there for a while.
Yeah, sad. I missed. Dean is missed. He certainly is. Like we were talking about this, and someone was like talking shit about Dean Ambrose, and I'm like, honestly, if you really look at everything and what's going on in WWE, you would think they would be pushing Dean Ambrose more than they already have because he's the baby face that everyone wants a response off of. Like, say, for instance, the way that they cheer for Ambrose is the way they want Roman Reigns to be cheered.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he does it naturally.
It's an interesting thing with Dean Ambrose, right? Where he's the modern day. I don't know who old to compare him to.
He's a modern day Piper.
I feel like he's the everyman.
Yeah,
he's like that crowd relatable. Hey, he's not quite all there, but everybody has their issues.
Yeah,
but he's gonna do what he's got to do to get where he wants to be. Be damned what anybody says about it. You know what I mean? He's the everyman. Like he wears jeans and a tank top. You know.
Yeah, he's like the nowadays Piper.
I think so because he's scrappy too. That's the thing.
He does shit to win. Like he'll rip your nose if he had to. He'll poke you in the eye if he had to.
But he's not. Like, the reason why the fans like him is that he doesn't have the attitude of Roman Reigns. It's not even the charisma or the moveset. It's literally the attitude. Because Roman he's won that will between him and the fans thin. So nobody's really on his side. I don't know why. He gets a huge ovation from the ladies every time.
Yeah.
And I also, that's one of my favorite things about him, though, is that whenever you hear the women scream, you always see him look.
Yeah.
That shit makes me die laughing.
Like, that's right.
You see his eyebrow go up, and he just turns his head to where it came from. That shit makes me die.
I feel like he should have had his big heel turn before they reunited to the Shield. And then that way, when it turned around, you know what I mean? I think he could have garnered a lot of pop.
I agree 100%.
Instead of the secondary. Like, he didn't become a heel, but like I said, he's in that middle area where he's, I'm not the man. I am that guy. It's like, you're just copping out. and you're pulling a Cena way too many years earlier before you could pull a Cena, right? Cena garnished his freedom. He started as a heel. He came. He turned it around. He hit the heights of stardom and pop, and then he kind of dragged and got a little stagnant. People got annoyed, but he had already reached his peak, so he could garner that reaction from the crowd and do the "I'm the man, I can do whatever I want" business, or the "I don't care about the haters, I'm going to continue to be me," because he's done it, right? He doesn't have to change. He actually hit his peak. He sells his merchandise. He's got the fans. The chance between going, let's go Cena sucks, that's what you want. That's what you want. Full-on crowd participation. It doesn't matter if half hates you and half loves you. That's what you want, right?
What? How many T-shirts Roman Reigns might go through.
Exactly. Roman Reigns is like, he's got it. He was pushed too hard too soon, fell flat, and then was force-fed. And then he was his ring ability improved drastically. Credit where credit's due, right?
Yeah, sure.
Since he started, so his matches are getting a little bit more entertaining, but him as a package is still meh.
I give you, I 100% agree with you with the whole heel, the whole heel turn should have happened after Taker.
Yeah, I don't understand why that didn't happen. What are they?
That should have been a thing. That should have been a thing.
After that Raw, after it, when he said, "This is my yard now," from there he should go straight heel.
That should have been heel. You're right. That is exactly right. And it should have been like, oh, he's insulting Legger. He could have played it up, insulting Taker's legacy. So, you get a good face to go after him. Have some, you know what I mean? You write a really good angle, like you're not going to disrespect this ring. It's my ring. Anyone who want to come in here get treated. It could have been a really good.
You could have did it so much better than what they did.
Yeah. You know what sucks? Feel
like they got so sidetracked with I believe, which really hurt him too, with Brock Lesnar. I think that's a big part of this too, but I'll let you go ahead.
I was gonna say, what sucks about his situation is that he never pushed past his current level to the next level. Skill wise, yes, but character wise, he's still the same guy. Yeah. So I think that's the most. That's the essence of what it is that he hasn't. Even if he hasn't earned it like Cena, even up to this point, he still hasn't pushed it. So when he beat Taker, and we have our differences. Well, I agree with you that he should have went heel, but how people may have their differences on that. Whether he went heel or not, he never elevated himself to a guy that feels like, holy shit, this guy's in the ring. From when you beat the Undertaker and call it your yard, you're supposed to be the guy that makes it be like, oh, yo, Roman Reigns is coming out. It don't feel like that at all.
Right. No. He's never got that. No one's ever had that. And all the big dogs, strong men who have his size like that usually get that. You hear his music come on and you get the nervous in the ring. No one gives that.
No one gives that.
Cruiserweights, not even a Miz. It's like, oh, Roman Reigns is coming out and he's a joke.
Like the Miz is okay. Using the Miz as a perfect example, so you don't go too long on this. The way the Miz acts towards Roman Reigns should tell everybody something. The Miz does not fear him, and that's the problem. As a character in wrestling, the Miz is supposed to fear the guy who put out the Undertaker, right?
Yeah. Correct.
The Miz,
as the scrawny little,
as the Miz does fear Braun Strowman, and he didn't put out the Undertaker, but because he's set upon the wrestling world as a monster and has portrayed it pretty good. I mean, granted, there's been some goofy shit, but
I want to talk about that. But
he's elevated himself from just a big guy to a legitimate threat. Roman Reigns has not
to a character. Even
to be afraid of.
We'll get to there, but yeah.
You know what's sad?
That's the thing.
You want to know the saddest thing about this? Roman Reigns is not even in this match.
I know.
Sorry. So we'll move on.
All right, Seth Rollins, Jason Jordan versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Who you got to win?
I told you I got Seth and Jason Jordan.
Yeah, I got them too.
I want to see more shenanigans.
Cesaro still pulling us off.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel it.
And we missed Ambrose. Ambrose get healed soon.
Come back, so we don't have to just have Roman Reigns.
Come back as a badass heel that we all know you can be.
Right.
That was the other thing. Ambrose is a really good promo.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Next match. You could go into your thoughts overall with this match. Mm-hmm. The Universal Championship match: Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Kane in a triple threat match. I don't care about this match, but I'm hoping Strowman wins.
Right. Inevitably, I agree. Inevitably, at the end of this match, I hope Strowman walks out with the belt because I believe that can usher in a new and better era of what that belt can be doing in the runs and the pushes for it, because it'll be somebody who's actively on the roster who wants to do stuff. We know the politics and the nonsense with Brock Lesnar and how they're running him as the current reigner, and it's just annoying to me. Yeah. I guess I can get it, right? I guess I can get it from a business standpoint, but I think it's stupid.
But like say for instance,
it's not a fun run.
Seeing that you don't watch weekly, that could be annoying to you that you never see the champion.
Yeah.
Right.
And me, I watch every week, and it annoys me that he's not there. He's not really there, and when he's there, it's not really impactful anymore. Like I could really care less about Paul Heyman's promos, and that's sad because I love Paul Heyman and I love his promos. But with Lesnar, I don't care about them.
It feels like fan service when you get the Paul Heyman promo. It doesn't feel legitimate.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's appease these people so they don't boo.
We're gonna get you because that's all we can really get is him. Like. Because you're not getting much from Brock.
Yeah,
you get him standing there, and you get the Heyman mouthpiece, right?
Yeah. I feel that Strowman's gonna win, and that's the reason why Kane's there to take the fall.
I can see that.
Like he won't pin He won't pin Brock, but he'll get Kane, and that'll be the save face. But since we're getting to talk about Braun, let me talk about the Raw real quick, and I'll make this quick as possible. It's not to hold this up too long, but I watched the Raw.
Baby Huey?
I watched the Braun Strowman stuff. I watched the Braun Strowman stuff, and legitimately made me excited again because, like you said, Mike, you said it a few minutes ago. He's been some dangerous shit, but there's been some hokey shit. I like the hokey shit, right? I like the hokey shit, and I like that he, like you said, Braun is now a character, and he's playing up to it, and he's doing it so well. He's doing that thing where and it's funny because that goes into what he's done. I guess he's talking with writers of the development team. It's like you make this monster of a man who's supposed to be scary, but you pull it back because it's still a family show, right? You don't want kids terrified of Braun Strowman. Oh, you don't want that. You don't want. Oh, I don't want to see his shirt. You got to pull the line, right? And he does it. It's like so the whole rampage of backstage. It's just amazing. You get the super hokey, him turning over that tractor. Anybody who's old enough is like, this is some silly shit. He ain't lift that goddamn tractor over off the side of that truck. But it's a fun thing to see, right? Fantastic.
I'll tell you I like it. I don't want to cut you off, but I'll just tell you I like it because at least it's some effort in building his character.
Right. So he's just larger than life hulking dude. And so he gets stuck in the door trying to get the trailer, and it made my night.
I'm not gonna lie.
It made my night. So I'm like, he's rampaging, and then whoop, that hokey silly shit brings you back. Like yes, wrestling. And then the final thing, he rampages back at the craft services table, and then the fucking cake dude. They could have went two ways with that. They could have went with he mushes him in the face with it, which would have got an interesting, funny thing. But him taking the piece and walking away. And just shooting that guy like you got away with it. So it's like I felt like the dude standing there could have played more into it, and like just him doing the whole deer in the headlight statue thing was fine. But I would have liked the Leslie Nielsen just fucking shaking the cake plate.
I'm not for nothing. I thought he was gonna drop it when he picked it up. When he took out his hand, I thought he was gonna drop it. But yeah.
But the fact that he picked it up, bought it, and he just walks away looking at the dude was like, this is perfect.
But again, that's credit to Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman,
did
character.
He physically did that.
That's what made me. That's what I was saying. I was having this conversation. I was like, this was selling me on Braun. Like, yes, you are a character. You're doing it right. You're this big hulky man in the ring. I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this rampage. But we're going to have fun with it. Because this is still wrestling. This is still entertainment, and that's fucking great. Him walking around talking about I got fired. Just being mad. Like that whole shit is.
He reminded me of a baby and having a tantrum.
He's just having a tantrum. Literally, that's what it was. It's like, and it had to stop him from tearing up backstage, so they had to hire him back and give him back in the match. Like he's a big 5-year-old. He threw a big giant baby tantrum, and it was great.
I enjoyed it. I sadly enjoyed it.
One little thing that reminds me of how strong he is, and I'll continue on because again, I didn't want to take too much time. It's just then you have that moment where it's subtle, but it just made me realize like him picking up Michael Cole by his belt with one arm, hand, and carrying him like that. It's just like that's a grown man. That's a grown at least 175 pound, 185 pound man. He's just one handing by his belt completely off the floor. He's just walking with him like, dude. So that lets you know again, right? He's still a monster because look at that. But so anyway, go on. I'm loving Braun. I hope he gets the belt because I feel like it'll be the start of something new for the Universal. Did
you at least see? Did you see the grappling hook last?
Yes, I did. I saw him pull down.
Can you please?
I was like,
can you please tell me that you felt a little bit of happiness build inside you when you saw it catch on the first try?
Yes.
You were like, oh, here we go. That's what I said. That's what I said. Because, listen, this is live. It's a live event.
Right.
Obviously, we don't watch it live because, if you watch the 90-minute version, it's taped or whatever, it's pre-recorded. Right. But just to know that it happened on the first try made me so happy. And it just made me go, yo, so Braun Strowman has grappling hook skills? Could you imagine what the fuck would happen? Could you imagine how terrifying that would be if he was Batman crawling up the side of a building?
He looked like he tackles deer and eats them.
Yeah,
that should be a thing now. If he started coming out now with just a grappling hook and a black rope attached to his side now, and it's a thing. I want to see him like hook a helicopter and pull it down.
He crashed Shane's helicopter. Is that what you say? What happened?
Oh, that'd be great. It's just blurry cam footage of Braun, the rope, and the helicopter shaking.
If I could do Photoshop that good, I would do that right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck.
It would just make my day. But I'm sorry, go on. I got Braun for the win. If they
I got Braun.
Brains in
Me
their
too.
Head, they'll
Me
do
too.
it.
The only thing I can say is I also kind of want Kane to win.
Just to have his name in the title and not on that title.
Listen, you do Kane win, you have Braun Kane Mania.
I wouldn't mind it, but when is he leaving? Because I want him to have the belt before he retires.
You're talking about Kane, right?
Yeah.
Well, he could lose the belt before the pay-per-view.
Mania, lose the belt at Mania, retire, say I'm done, kind of like Taker,
I would see it, but they got to do some more building if they do that.
Yeah,
I could agree.
But I do want him. I want him to win. I do want him to win before he retires.
I sadly want him to win just because the belt matches his colors.
All right.
Yeah, pretty good on Kane. You're right.
All right.
Yeah, and just give more people opportunity. I feel that there's so many Universal champions there that have potential to be Universal champions, and Lesnar just blocking the belt.
I get it. They built a Superman, right? I get it. They built a real deal Superman who beats the strongest of the strong in the company.
Yeah.
He beat the Undertaker. He ended the streak. He beats everybody. Roman Reigns, John Cena. He annihilated Cena.
Annihilated Orton.
Oh yeah. I forgot
that. He just punched him in the head.
He pummeled Orton. He beat Brock. He beat Braun. I keep getting the names fucked up. He beat Braun. In that match, he took the two tables, but he beat him. But I get it.
Yeah.
On one hand, that is the right thing to do if you're building a Superman. On one hand, it is, but the matches are too few and far between. That's the problem.
Yeah. Exactly.
Those are just pay-per-views.
You honestly don't care about the belt when you don't see it.
You're making him an attraction, and he's not that big an attraction.
Mm-hmm.
You've stagnated him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't help that his first couple of when he started this whole thing, they weren't good matches, right?
Yeah.
He built up this big thing, and we're getting to these shows and just being utterly disappointed. We're getting 30-second matches. You know what I mean? What are we talking about?
To be fair, it's only been the past 3 that have been good. The AJ one was amazing.
Fucking made him work.
The AJ one was amazing. The one with Braun was okay.
The one with Joe was good.
The one with Joe was very good.
were
I
fantastic.
still think Samoa Joe.
I think Joe should be in the running. I think Samoa
Well,
Joe should be in the running.
sadly with Joe, he gets injured. He got injured again.
Oh, he got injured. Okay.
Yeah, one thing with Joe, like when he starts getting a push and shit like that, he's been getting injured and he's been losing steam on his push, which is sad because he should be in that Universal title picture. I think he should have been the one to beat Lesnar.
I agree
Because just how dominating he was in their promos and shit.
What are you mean sliding off the bed for?
And just the way he talk. Oh my god! Anytime he's in the ring, promo or just in the ring,
I would have
carries himself.
I would have took Joe winning it and then Strowman and Joe having a rivalry, but that's just me. But let's move on to the next one.
I just want to say it's probably going to be what people speculate. If Braun wins, it's probably going to be a Roman versus Braun.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be Roman versus Braun
again.
Anyway, I mean for the belt though. That's what I mean. Anyway,
all right. Next one. You know what's funny is that I feel like it's going to be a SmackDown winner. So I feel like they could build into what the World Championship will be.
Okay. All right.
WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn in a 1-on-2 handicap match.
I want them to win. That's all.
This is my opportunity to see Sami Zayn win the WWE title. So I got Sami Zayn getting the belt.
I want Sami and Kevin to take it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It has a good story. It has a good build to this. That's the reason why I'm fine with AJ losing and getting it back before Mania. But you could have Sami have a month title reign just to get him in the picture, and you could establish something more down the road.
I mean, just let it happen. Co-champions. They said it. They said it this past week. Yeah. He doesn't want it to be them to be co-champions. The word has been uttered.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing. Let it happen.
So this is something that could be crazy, and just think about this idea. What if SmackDown's main event for WrestleMania is a 4-way?
Between who? Sami and
AJ Styles.
Okay.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the winner of the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay. So wait, so how would that work? Wouldn't it be like 3-on? Would it really be 3-on-2 if they're co-champion though?
Yeah, but that's when you actually have to put them against each other. That's when you actually see the greed comes out too. And if Sami wants to be the main champion, you can see him go for the pin like right behind Kevin Owens' back, and then that's
like that
with them.
I like that.
But I'll talk about my winner and seeing that what I think is who's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I think it could be a fucking crazy match. So that's my sense.
I want to see that. I would want to see that.
Yeah.
That now that the way that you explain that, I would want to see that because I could see the greed thing. If they could somehow make it an elimination match,
yeah,
that would be better.
Yeah,
that would be better because that would force it. Could you imagine? That would be cool. A Kevin versus Sami WrestleMania.
Yeah, like, imagine like if it was an elimination match and Sami rolls up Kevin Owens like right in the beginning of the match.
Okay.
How fucking pissed Kevin Owens gonna be?
And maybe he was just pretending the whole time to be his friend.
I'll just get fucking revenge. I'll be revenge from NXT.
Yo, that talk about a long storyline.
God damn, I should write for fucking WWE.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
All right. So I got Sami Zayn getting the pin and getting the title.
I agree. Do we have Commander still in the house? Want to give you 2 cents, or is he on? Oh,
I'm still here. Sorry, I haven't followed this enough to be able to give.
Okay, it's a handicap match. This is a handicap match versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Well, I'm still the KO fan, so
okay, all right.
I would
so
always go with KO. I like him. I like him with a belt. I like the.
All right. So we'll get into a little bit into this. I don't want to get this cast going crazy long, but the first female Royal Rumble. There's gonna be right now on the roster. There's 18 girls because one can't wrestle because of injury, which is Paige. Honestly, Paige was my pick in the original before this all started. Paige was my pick to win the Royal Rumble.
I thought between her and Asuka, I thought.
Someone give me a real quick breakdown of this. The rumors are hearing, oh, she's injured and
she
career ending.
On the house, well, she came back from neck surgery, like it was like a neck paralysis kind of shit.
A neck.
It was kind of the same injury Austin had.
Oh boy.
So pretty much it got re-aggravated and during a house show match, and it goes to a point that her hands were really numb and she couldn't get up in the ring. And after that happened, WWE stopped, didn't clear her to come back anytime soon. They're gonna wait till it fully heals. If she has to get surgery again, they may have to get surgery. But right now, Paige is fine, like walking on her own. She's actually moving. She's still gonna manage the two girls that she brought in, but I don't think she's gonna be in ring.
All right.
But
update sucks.
But we do got a lot of. They brought up a lot of females from NXT. You had the Riot Squad, which is Liv Morgan, Ruby Riot, and the other one, Sarah Logan. Yeah. Then you have Absolution, which is Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, which silently they pushing Sonya Deville because she's actually gotten a lot better. Mandy's actually really good. If they give her a shot, I think she could be a star. She's just her look is a star waiting to happen. I feel bad that Alexa Bliss kind of took the backstorm of this, and I think they're missing her character being part of it and tormenting the fucking people that going in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, missed opportunity because she's preoccupied with Nia Jax and her love life.
Yeah, and I don't like that. And then also, if you're gonna team Nia and Alexa, at least make it something. Put it on TV. Have her help her win matches and shit. I'm all fine with that. But they don't. So it kind of hurts it and stuff like that. But you have all the women and pretty much anyone that don't have a belt, they're going to be in the Royal Rumble match. So Alexa and Charlotte are not going to be in it. Everyone else is.
I'm feeling after this past Monday that Nia Jax might win.
I would like to see Nia Jax win. But right now, after everything's said and done, I got Asuka winning.
Okay. Because I know they're playing up her leg being hurt and things, but I don't know. I feel like that's like just a
yeah.
I was wondering about that. Was it a real thing? But then I saw the clip afterwards of her just in there with an ice pack on it. I'm like, all right, this is not a real thing.
Nah, she was selling it. It was a sell.
Gotcha.
But she didn't make it. She made it look good. She did make it look good.
It is
and I saw they didn't really want to have one of them win the other on TV, so it made sense.
I noticed that. I did definitely notice that.
But I'm hoping all for the best. The best for this match. Who you pick right now to win? You might change by the time the show hits, but who you have winning right now?
Number 1 is Asuka. Number 2, Nia Jax.
Okay. Jenkins?
That's my 2.
Your 2?
That's the same 2 I have.
I got Asuka, and you know what? I'm gonna throw a little wild card. Becky Lynch.
She's in. Oh yeah, I forgot she was in it. Jeez.
Because
she had a really good speech too when she entered. I liked her little promo.
I love Becky Lynch, so I would like to see her do something. But one thing I see, if say for instance a SmackDown person wins a Royal Rumble, I see a Raw person winning the women's one.
I mean, listen, if Becky wins, it'll be a cool thing if they keep Charlotte with the belt, and then those two fight. You know, they're best. Well, are they best friends, or do they just have that tea thing?
Well, now they could really go into the storyline as in Becky always being second place and she's getting tired of it and all that shit too.
Oh, okay. Well, different angle to come at it from. I see it.
I would love to see Becky go heel. I think she'd be amazing heel. All right, men's Royal Rumble match. Again, this is one this is one thing that I would say that they kind of wasted the opportunity on is having people fight for spots. Like, put it this way:
do you think it was too few people? That's why they didn't.
No, I think they have. I think they have way enough, and there's a lot of people down on TV that could easily be in the Royal Rumble. I just feel that there's certain people that they could have easily made something and made a big thing and see if they actually will fight for the spot. Like, say, for instance, they're like, all right, you'll have to fight for your spot, and the match is going to be random. New Day all have to fight each other for a spot.
Okay.
Will they fight each other, or will they just like go in the ring and play rock, paper, scissors? Like, you could there's a lot of random matchups you could have done to really pushed this Royal Rumble to being and having starting rivalries before the Royal Rumble. So say for instance, someone doesn't like that they lost their spot, they go and fucking fuck the person's spot up.
They don't have too much of that stuff anymore, do they? Where people like lurk outside the ring in the Royal Rumble and fuck with people.
Exactly. So there's
like,
a lot
make
of
sure
things.
to get you out of there quick. So yeah.
There's a lot of things they could have done with this to really push this Royal Rumble match, but I think they were too establishing the U.S. title tournament and all. So they kind of didn't do that on SmackDown anyway.
Very
but
good,
Raw had that. Yeah,
very nicely.
I still want Xavier to win.
Me too. I was so disappointed.
I was really for Xavier to win this because one, he never won a singles title, and two, the New Day being U.S. champion would be fucking great.
I wanted to see him win just so he can be Consequences Creed.
Yes.
In everything except name. He would just wear the outfit with no name, not the name.
I think he would have had a great run. I think it would have been something new because you'll have new guys on the belt and you can have new rivalries, new people fighting for the title and all that stuff. And Xavier, I think, promo-wise, he's better than most of the dudes that were on the tournament.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Here's a quick question about the New Day. Because I did watch Raw, and I was wondering, I was kind of geeking out about it because I didn't know they did that now. Cesaro and Sheamus. Is that influence from them that they do the fusion fucking dance?
I don't know if it's from the New Day, but I just know it is the fusion dance.
They did they've been doing that for a while though, but they did it during their rivalry with the New Day. Because they were the ones that bumped. They're the ones that bumped the New Day off the titles.
That's pretty good. When I saw them, I was like, "Oh my god, they did the fusion thing." Okay,
yeah.
We're going.
And the sideways thumb is from Zangief, apparently.
Yeah,
nice.
They admit it too.
Yep.
But yeah, but there was a lot of things they could have done with this that could have built it up. But they did the U.S. champion. Congrats, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode is your first, the U.S. champion. He's the first title in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's WWE TV, not NXT.
Here's my. Before, I know we're going this way anyway. Picks for the Royal Rumble. My pick, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Nick Nemeth is gonna show up and win.
Yeah. I got
the kid at my job was saying he's a big Ziggler fan.
He's a big.
I got Dolph Ziggler or Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh, Shinsuke. I didn't think about. All right.
Is whatchamacallit in the Rumble? What's his name? Demon.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, he's in it.
No, I have an interesting thing is, have you noticed that on the posters they show the Demon?
Yeah.
They don't show Finn Balor.
Will
maybe
he come as the Demon?
Maybe he might win as the Demon. I don't know.
I hope so. I was talking.
Ooh, it'd be cool if he got two entrances. If he got two entries, that's two different people.
If he came out twice, that'd be great. That'd be amazing.
The imagination they don't have anymore.
I would like him to win.
Like Mick Foley, he won it 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Like
no, it's my fault, Jenkins.
No, I'm sorry. I kind of feel like Finn has still kind of been just in this nebulous area since he's been back.
Yeah, sure.
Like I really want him to be back to the stardom at his peak, but then the injury screwed him over, and I kind of feel like because so much has happened and changed, it's like where does he fit in? Where do we put him? Because he's still, of course, a fantastic, amazing wrestler. His characters are solid. He's good on the mic.
And he's a big crowd favorite.
It's like, why are we not pushing him back up? And I kind of feel like, the Universal Championship being handled by these, like, is that now the super massive heavyweight belt now? Is that what that is? Like, and I mean, like, that's not, it's not what I'm saying it is, but it's how I feel, right?
I think once
I feel like Finn Balor needs this one.
Yeah. I think once they stop, they get Lesnar off the belt. I think it'll go back to being kind of like what the WWE title is and being more visual, because they really got to build a history with the Universal title. It's still a roughly new belt,
right? No, of course it is.
And honestly, the best champion so far was KO.
Yeah, pretty much.
But his run wasn't that great either, which is disappointed me because he was a bitch and half this run, and then he could have been so much better when he had his full run. Like towards the ending of his run, that's when we got the KO we all love, and that was towards the end when he fought Goldberg, and fuck Goldberg.
Like that whole situation. There's a big black mark on the You know what I mean? Just hey, this happened. Oh, yeah.
I would have took Jericho versus KO for the Universal title way over Goldberg.
Yeah,
That's an easy thing. Like, that's not even a question. Like, yeah, I'm gonna see Jericho.
But they had a better story too, and it's like really, like fuck Goldberg. No one cares about Goldberg. I don't even care him going to Hall of Fame. I don't think he deserves it.
I would have rather him just come back. Hey, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. I'd have appreciated more. You know what? Sure, Goldberg. Sure.
Yeah, just stay out the ring.
Stuff leading up to this, and it's like,
you almost dropped your kid and all.
Shame on you, Goldberg.
Shame on you. You almost dropped this fat kid.
Out of the world, Goldberg's getting a Hall of Fame and Benoit's not. Anyway.
Well, Benoit, you know why he's not, and I know why he's not.
It still upsets me. It deserves to be in there.
He deserves to be it if he didn't do what he did.
You're right.
He would be a first runner up if he didn't do what he did, but he did what he did, and he don't deserve to be in it. I personally, he don't deserve to be in it.
You forfeit all rights when you do that, so you got.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You can't be a monster, a literal, actual monster.
No, you can't. No.
And then just get praise for it. We'll go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring this down.
Redacted.
Yeah. So
exactly.
So we have another pay-per-view that usually better than. Oh, big news before I go into an NXT takeover. Ricochet, War Machine, and Gargano's wife all got signed to NXT.
Oh, all right.
If you don't know who Ricochet is, and if you watch Lucha Underground, that's Prince Puma.
Mm-hmm.
He's an amazing wrestler.
He's also the man who had got into a spot of controversy on the internet with the flippy shit. Yeah. I remember that whole thing. That was so stupid. Can we just agree that whole time period and people complaining about these athletic dudes doing this stuff was killing, quote unquote, killing the business? Please. Yeah. Whoever has that opinion, stop watching wrestling. Like that was a one-off thing. Those are two guys. That's the old timers more saying that than like that, and they just mad because they can't do it. It's just like there are only two human beings in the entire world of wrestling. They can't kill the business.
Yeah,
fuck out of here. Anyway,
you know who kills the business? Everything that Vince Russo says.
Everything that he does that's past his prime is killing the business. Jeez.
Yeah. Last but not least, I just want to get into this little well, you know what, the NXT takeover, the lineup is not full.
Oh, really?
So it's not 100% yet because they do have a match between Gargano versus Velveteen Dream for the #1 contendership and shit like that. So I guess we'll do the preview show right before Royal Rumble that Saturday.
Okay.
We could do it like that. So last but not least, I want to do this, and I'm actually digging the style of what they're doing with this. Is the Mixed Match Challenge? We had the first match of Finn Balor and Sasha Banks versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Natty. It was at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. They're doing match by match, so there's one match every week from it. So next week's is Carmella and Big E versus The Miz and Asuka.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I actually digging it because I'm liking the dual promos. Like if you watch everything the New Day did with Carmella, it's fucking hilarious. You should, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'll link it to you. It's hilarious. They did the whole like Rocky montage of her eating 100 pancakes.
Oh wow!
So they have her working out with the pancakes and shit, and you hear the Rocky IV song.
Wow. Okay.
They do a whole thing that Kofi and Big E are trying to hook up Francesca and her and Money in the Bank suitcase. So the trombone in the suitcase, they're trying to hook up. So you see Xavier and Carmella looking for the suitcase and the trombone, and you see Big E and Kofi in the background, like trying to get them in love. So you see them in a beach, like they getting waited on. They bring them some drinks and shit, and then you see like them getting massages and shit while they still going frantically looking for them. And then you see them in a hotel room, like one inside the other, and it was fucking stupid.
Okay, so what was that on WWE?
It's on there. Like if you look on Xavier Woods' Twitter, you'll see it all on there. Okay. Like they just did a flash dance thing.
Oh wow!
Okay. So they're having a lot of fun. Right. They're having a lot of fun with it. But talking about the match with Balor versus Nakamura, Balor and Sasha Banks versus Nakamura and Natty was actually a really fun match. They did things to interact with each other, but without hitting each other.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I love when Finn Balor fights Nakamura because you see the submission side of Finn Balor when he fights Nakamura.
So he
goes directly for his leg, and he'll start doing leg locks. Start doing submissions. You do more ground and pound action, and I'm like, why don't we see this every day?
Because not everybody knows how to fight like that with him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So no, but with Balor showing that like submission side and shit like that, like he has really good technician, and he don't really show it.
I guess his opponents just don't let him. I don't know.
Yeah. So that match, and they had a lot of good back and forth. Sasha Banks flew out the ring, and Nakamura caught her, and then he caught her. He put it back in the rope and did his like hand gesture in front of her face. There's a lot of highlights on it. I'll link the match to you guys. You can check it out. It's probably like a 15-minute match. They're only one match every week. Again, Biggie and Carmelo versus Miz and Asuka's next. And it's for a charity. They're doing this whole tournament for a charity and stuff like that. There's a lot of crazy mismatch. Like Alexa Bliss has Braun Strowman, which is great because one's small, one is big. You have Becky Lynch, Sami Zayn. If you haven't seen how they asked each other, it was fucking great. It looked like it was not planned. You have Bobby Roode and Charlotte. You have Bayley and Elias Samson. You have Foxy first and Goldust. You have a lot of weird tag teams. You got Nia Jax and Apollo Crews. You have fucking Naomi and her husband Jimmy. You have Rusev and Asuka and Lana. So you have a lot of crazy tag teams, a lot of things that could be done. The tournament is going through right now. There's one vote back week. So one of the losers could get voted back into the tournament.
Oh, really?
It's very interesting. Definitely checked out the match. It was a fun thing. And I'm actually digging it. I'm liking the promos they're doing. I'm liking things like that. And I you know what? I actually could see, and now this will actually kind of pinpoint that this is something you should watch because anything could happen. Carmelo should cash in on Charlotte during this.
Yeah, that would be fine. That would be actually. I mean, she's not doing anything else with it, right?
Yeah. She should cash in on Charlotte. Put Charlotte in the Royal Rumble. All right, we're gonna wrap up because we went on quite long for Royal Rumble. We talked about Royal Rumble. We loved Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble's a fun pay-per-view and stuff like that. I am the Merc with the mic. He's Louis Beans. He's Cedric. He's Commando Farrell. We are Red Cyclone Inc. Follow us everywhere on the Red Cyclone Inc. Wrestling Babble, Facebook, Twitter. Red Cyclone Inc. on Twitter, Facebook, everything like that. WordPress.
Oh, we got YouTube, Tumblr, IG, all that stuff.
Yeah. YouTube and everything like that. We have game videos, not gang videos. Game videos.
No.
Game videos, maybe gang videos. We don't know yet.
Not yet.
We haven't got there yet. But we have all our podcasts and history of our podcasts and everything like that on those pages. So please follow, like, subscribe. It really helps us out. It makes us want to do more, and we could do more. So keep following, keep listening, and thank you for tuning in.
Peace.
And always remember, follow Jenkins.
Goddamn no.
Sandwiches.